shadows. What if the real drama isn't the love triangle, but the legend watching from the shadows? Because while fans were busy dissecting every interaction between V, Kai, and Jennie, another name quietly entered the conversation. And when he speaks, even subtly, the industry listens. We're talking about G-Dragon, the icon, the trendsetter, the man who helped build the blueprint before most of today's idols even debuted. Now here's where things get intense. Rumors have been swirling for weeks about rising tension between V of BTS and Kai of EXO, allegedly over none other than Jennie of Blackpink. 3 global names, 2 powerhouse fandoms, 1 woman at the center of speculation. And just when fans thought the narrative couldn't get more dramatic, G-Dragon posts. No names mentioned. No direct statements. Just a caption. Real kings move in silence. That was it. But in K-pop culture, silence is rarely just silence. Within minutes, social media exploded. Was it random? Was it philosophical, or was it shade? Because here's the layered context most people are ignoring. G-Dragon and Jennie have had their own chapter in the rumor mill before. Industry whispers once linked them quietly. No loud confirmations, no dramatic denials, just subtle signals and speculation. Now fast forward. V gets caught in dating rumors with Jennie. Kai had previous confirmed history with her. Fans begin comparing timelines. Edits surface, clips resurface. Old interviews get dissected frame by frame. And suddenly, what looked like separate headlines started forming one chaotic triangle. But G-Dragon's alleged shade didn't stop at one post. Another cryptic line followed days later. Noise fades. Legacy remains. That sentence alone ignited thousands of theories. Was he implying that younger idols were creating unnecessary public drama? Was he positioning himself above the situation? Or was it simply an unrelated artistic reflection? The timing felt too perfect to be coincidence. Because around the same time, fans claimed they noticed tension between Five and Kai at an industry event. No confrontation. No argument. Just what some described as icy energy. Side glances. Minimal interaction. Unspoken competition. And when you add Jennie's name to the equation, the internet does the rest. What makes this situation even more explosive is the status of each person involved. G-Dragon isn't just any idol. He's a pioneer, a fashion icon, a generational influence. Five is one of the most powerful global faces in music today. Kai is known for charisma, elegance, and stage dominance. Jennie is arguably one of the most influential female idols of this era. These aren't rookies. These are titans. So when a veteran like G-Dragon posts something that even slightly overlaps with a heated rumor cycle, people notice. Some fans interpreted the real King's move in silence post as a direct jab, suggesting that true status doesn't involve public emotional narratives. Others believe it was aimed at the media, not the idols. And then there's the third camp, those who think it was intentional, calculated, and layered, because G-Dragon has never been careless with messaging. His words are rarely random. His timing is rarely accidental. And let's talk about symbolism. Throughout his career, G-Dragon has positioned himself as someone who doesn't engage publicly in romantic chaos. Private life stays private. Public persona stays controlled. So if he was watching 2 younger global stars allegedly being dragged into romantic tension headlines, perhaps that silence post carried weight. But here's where it becomes even more fascinating. None of the parties involved responded. No clapbacks, no clarifications, no subtweets, just silence. And sometimes silence screams louder than statements. Fans began creating side-by-side timelines. Who unfollowed who liked which post, who attended which event. Speculation turned into narrative. Narrative turned into belief. And belief spreads faster than truth. What makes this entire situation so magnetic is the layered history. Kai and Jennie's past connection is documented. 5. And Jennie rumors have circulated heavily. G-Dragon and Jennie were linked in quiet industry whispers. It's not just one storyline. It's overlapping chapters. So when a respected industry figure appears to drop philosophical lines during peak rumor season, the internet sees a chess move. But here's the deeper perspective. Sometimes legendary artists post cryptic quotes simply because that's their aesthetic. Sometimes timing is coincidence. Sometimes fans connect dots that were never meant to be connected. Still, in the world of K-pop, where image, timing, and symbolism are everything, coincidence feels unlikely. And let's be honest, if there truly were tension between V and Kai, it would never play out publicly in an obvious way. These are media-trained professionals. Any fight would be subtle, strategic, invisible to cameras, which makes fans hyper-analyze micro-expressions and social cues. But what if G-Dragon's message wasn't about rivalry? What if it was about status, about reminding the industry that legacy isn't shaken by headlines? Or maybe, just maybe, it was a quiet assertion that he doesn't compete. He observes. That interpretation alone adds a completely different layer. Because if two younger megastars are allegedly battling in public speculation, a veteran positioning himself above the chaos could feel like shade, even if indirect. And here's the most mind-blowing part. The more the internet speculates, the more mysterious everyone looks, the more attention everyone gets. In the end, controversy feeds visibility, and visibility fuels dominance. So was G-Dragon throwing shade? Was he subtly addressing the situation? Was it coincidence? Or was it master-level psychological positioning? The truth is, none of these interactions were officially confirmed as connected. No statements declared rivalry. No announcements confirmed conflict. No direct accusations were made. What exists is timing, symbolism, interpretation, and a fan base powerful enough to turn whispers into worldwide trends within minutes. If there's one thing we know about the upper tier of K-pop, it's this. Nothing is accidental, but not everything is intentional either. Sometimes the real drama isn't in what's said. It's in what people believe was meant. And right now, the belief is louder than the facts. Of course, all claims of shade, rivalry, or fighting are purely speculative and allegedly based on circulating fan and media discussions, with no official confirmation from any of the artists or their agencies.